Hello, my name is Steph and I will be your examiner. What's your name?
My name is Violet.
Violet. What's your name?
I am Helen.
Helen. And what's your name?
My name is Xumi.
Xumi. Okay, now let's start with you, Violet. Violet, where do you live?
I live in Da Nang.
Da Nang City. Tell me something about your city.
My city is a coastal city that very near the beach.
Okay, Helen, where do you live?
I live in a small area in Da Nang.
In Da Nang. Tell me something about your place.
My city live near the beach.
It's near the beach.
And it's very crowded.
It's very crowded. And Xumi, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. And where do you live in Vietnam?
I live in Da Nang City.
Da Nang City too. Tell me something about Da Nang City.
It's a very crowded city and traffic lights always on with the cars and motorbikes on the roads.
Alright, what is it famous for? What is Da Nang famous for?
Da Nang famous for its rivers.
Rivers. Helen, what else
Da
did you?
Nang is famous for beach.
Beaches and
Da Nang is also famous for bridges.
bridges too. Alright, now Violet, do you work or are you a student?
I am a student.
What do you study?
Can you say that again?
What do you study?
I study medicine at school.
Alright, and what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English.
English.
I find it very interesting.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, Helen, do you work or are you a student?
I'm studying.
Student. What do you study?
I study in my school.
What do you study?
I study a lot of subjects.
Such as?
And
What's your favorite subject?
my favorite subject is geography.
Geography.
Because I can know a lot of countries.
Alright, and Xumi, do you work or are you a student?
I am a student.
And what do you study?
I study a lot of science. And one of my favorite subject is English because it's the most easiest subject I've ever had.
Then you must be so good at it. Alright, now let me ask you some questions. Let's start with Violet. Violet, what sports do you enjoy doing at the weekend?
On the weekend, so I'm free, so I have a lot of activities to do. But I always prefer to choose badminton because I think it's the easiest sport that I can play.
Alright, what did you do yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday afternoon that I go to the extra class to study literature.
Alright, do you think fast food will be more and more common in the future, Violet?
I think that nowadays that fast food is very popular. That there are a lot of fast food restaurants on the streets, but people know that fast food is unhealthy, and maybe that is underrated in the future.
Okay, thank you so much. Well done. Now, Helen, tell us about your PE teacher. Tell us about your PE teacher.
First, my PE teacher name is Ha. She's a rugby teacher, and some of my in my class, all my students don't like her because she's so unkind.
Oh, I see. Well, okay. Now let's move on to your next question. Which do you prefer, indoor activities or outdoor activities? Would you like me to repeat that? Which do you prefer, indoor activities or outdoor activities?
I prefer indoor activities. First, it have a lot of instruction, and it's not more dangerous like outdoors activities.
And what's your favorite indoor activities then?
My indoor activities is climbing, rock climbing.
Rock climbing indoor?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, indoor rock climbing. What kind of drink do you like?
I am a healthy people, so I juice, orange juice.
Orange juice. Okay. Now, Xumi, what do you like doing after school?
For me, I'd like to go home and have dinner because I'm very tired
Mm-hmm.
after going to school and I don't want to do any outdoor sports or any activities. I just want to talk with my mom about my days and have dinner.
Okay, I understand that. Now, who is your favorite famous person? Who is your favorite famous person?
I think my favorite celebrity is Kim Jis.
Tell me something about her.
She's a famous K-pop singer and she's born in Korea
Mm-hmm.
and she's one of the member in Blackpink
Blackpink. Why do you like her?
because she's pretty.
She's pretty. Is she good at singing?
Yes.
Yes. All right. For the last question, do you think fast food will be more and more common in the future?
For me, I think fast food would be more and more common in the future because it have a lot of sugar and chemicals in it and it's not really healthy and people don't suggest eating fast food. So I think in the future it will be more and more common.
Because it's convenient, right? But it's unhealthy. All right. Now for this part, I'm going to show you a photograph. So let's start with Violet, then Xumi and Helen. Just listen. Now Violet, here's a photograph of a person playing sport. Now, I will give you 1 minute to tell us what you can see in this photograph. You can tell us about the person or the people around it, or talk about the place, or talk about other things in the photograph. Alright? Go ahead.
In this picture, I can see a man is playing football, and the weather is very sunny. Maybe he is playing football in a playground or in a stadium, but I think it's the playground. And around the playground is the trees, but the weather is very sunny, and I think that this activity is very healthy for him.
You can tell us more?
And I think that he's maybe a football player is practicing in the stadium for his yes.
And what do you think about his body? Do you think he's fit?
Yes, I think he's feeling healthy because he play football a lot.
Okay, thank you. Next, Helen.
Yes.
Here's a photograph. Now, Violet and Xumi, just listen. Here's a photograph of someone doing gardening. Now, I'll give you 1 minute to tell us what you can see in this photograph. Again, you can tell or talk about the person, about the place, or other things in the photograph. All right? Go ahead.
I see a woman who's doing gardening in the afternoon. She's wearing a sweater and holding some trees. Near her is some soil, and she got blonde hair. Behind her is a very big farm. She's in her own garden, and she's doing gardening.
How's the weather like?
The weather is sunny. It's great to do. It's great to growing trees, plants.
Plant trees. All right, thank you so much. Now, Xumi, here's a photograph for you. Violet and Helen, just listen. Here's a photograph of someone playing sport. Now, I want you to talk or tell us what you can see in this photograph. I'll give you 1 minute to talk about the person, the place, and other things about this photograph. Go ahead.
I see a man is playing football on a very large large field, and the weather is very sunny, and it's a perfect time to do outdoor activities. And there are lots of trees surrounded the large field, and I think the man is having his great time of the day. He's playing football very with a happy face, and it's very hard to find a large field like that. So I think he's very lucky. He's very lucky to play football on a large field that is filled with grass.
Okay, thank you. Now, for this last part, you are going to talk about something together, the three of you, for about 3 minutes. I'm going to describe a situation to you. A school has a large public room that is empty. Nothing is in there. The students in the school want to use the room, including you. Here are some ideas for how to use the room. These are the ideas, and I want you to talk together about the different ways the students of the school could use the empty room and say which would be the best to use for this room. Alright, I will repeat. A school has a large public room that is empty. The students in the school want to use the room. Here are some ideas for how to use the room. Talk together about the different ways the students of the school could use the empty room and say which would be the best. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that school should use this empty room to have a canteen because a lot of students that buy food that they sell outside that is very unhealthy for students because they don't know what the seller use the ingredient to make it, and I think school should have a canteen. So what do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think they should using an engine to make a library because some students can go to library to study and reading some interesting books. How about you, see? I think with I'm with Violet because our canteen is very small, and children nowadays they're throwing foods everywhere. I can see food on the walls, food on the table, on the chairs, and on the floor too. I can't even find a seat to sit down and enjoy my food. So I think we should use this empty room to make a canteen.
I think that making using Zoom to have a library is a very good idea, but normally in our school they already have a library, and students usually bring their books at school to read on their own, and they never go to the library to choose their books. They normally bring their books at home to school to read, and I see that many library in school that very untidy and don't have the person to look after this.
I agree too with you. I think using an empty to make a information technology room because when we don't finish our homework, we can go to IT room to do homework. When you have a different or difficult homework, you can use the internet to search it. How about you?
I don't think so because children they are very sneaky and they often use the IT room to turn on computer and play a lot of computer games. So if we turn this empty room into an IT room, it would be a place for more students to become more naughty and turn it into a computer game place.
Decide now.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Xumi. I think that we should use this empty room to make an active room. Yes.
To make an?
A canteen.
A canteen.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Goodbye.